Hey everyone, Cynthia Ray here, and welcome to our 5th day of our 5-day Fat Loss After 40 Bootcamp Challenge. We have learned so much this week. I'm going to go over today kind of like a summary synopsis of everything that we did together this week, and then we're going to dive into some new content and share with you some potential next steps that you can participate in with my Ageless Body Blueprint or one-on-one counseling with me if you really feel like what you learned this week has really resonated with you and that you've learned so much and you feel like, you know what, I really want to be able to apply this, but I'm struggling to do it on my own. So that's why I'm here for you. That's the ministry that I have as a registered dietitian and fitness specialist. I took my struggle, turned it into a testimony, and did the research, and I'm here to help you. So you don't have to do the research anymore. You don't have to keep going online, trying to figure out exactly what to do to lose weight after 40. But I've done it for you. So I'm going to take out the middleman for you, and you can just join me in my group. We start September 9th with the Ageless Body Blueprint. It's an 8-week course. We actually meet for 10 weeks. It's 8 weeks of videos, so it's an online course, but we meet together in a group on Thursdays for a live Q&A session with me. And then on Tuesdays, during the time we're together, we have a watch party just for accountability. So you can start to get the content together, start watching along with us, and so that you have accountability to get it done that week. So each week we watch a new lesson video together. And then we meet together on Thursdays to answer your questions, get some community support, and just share, our progress together. It's an amazing time of bonding in this group. And once you decide to join us, you will get immediate access to the course material. You can start watching the videos as soon as you would like, or you can wait to begin with us on September 9th as we do it all together as a group. And we'll be having that first watch party lesson 1 the week after. So September 9th, we'll do the orientation. The week after, we will watch the lesson 1 video together. Then the next Thursday, we'll have our first Q&A session. So anyway, I hope that helps. And if you want more details and information about how that works, let me know. And then also another thing you could do if you feel like a group isn't a thing for you, you can join me in my private practice and meet with me one-on-one in my Zoom room. I have several clients I meet with throughout the week. Been doing this for about 30 years. It's been a while, but I'm passionate about helping women. I really feel this is like one-on-one is really where I shine and helping women get results that they're looking for. So anyway, okay, let's go ahead and dive in today. So let me announce our winner for today's homework. So let me get back to where I was with that. Okay, so today's raffle winner from day 4 homework is Lori Trammell. I think that's how you pronounce your last name, Trammell. Anyway, congratulations, Lori. You can choose either a book, one of my books, either the Sugar Detox book, Sugar Detox Journal, the Stories of His Glory book, or my newest book, Fat Loss After 40. And just so you know, ladies, and also a coupon for my Etsy store if you'd like to purchase something from there as well. So let me know. You can grab one of those things and just let me know in the comments wherever you're watching this video, and I will get back to you, or just send me a message on Messenger. Okay, so what was I going to say? Yes, so the Fat Loss After 40 book, we're going to be using that for the first time now that it's brand new and published. We're going to be using it together in the Ageless Body Blueprint group as a additional resource that you can thumb through and go back through if you have questions or want to use it as a resource to go back to seeing like, oh yeah, what did she talk about that day? Oh yeah, here it is. And then also the other thing too, is I know there was lots of interest from what I discussed yesterday about the liver detoxing and parasite candida cleansing, about the meal plans. So just so you know, the liver detox itself is just the food, just the meal plan. That's all you need to do. But the parasite candida cleanse has a little bit more steps to it, more of a nuance to it. So you'll need to clear your intestinal system first, right after you finish your liver detox, using castor oil. In the book, I have the exact instructions on, I believe it's chapter 6 or 7. I have the exact instructions for the parasite candida cleanse. So make sure to follow those instructions to a T. It's really important because you want to make sure that you get the best results, and you're not having, once you have die off of the parasites and candida, you don't want them circulating around your body. You want to get rid of them. So follow the steps precisely for the castor oil and the meal plan, and also the pine gum spirits if you decide to go that route for die off. So anyway, just have to give you that little disclaimer. All right. Also, we're going to be doing it together in the Ageless Body Blueprint. We're going to start out with the 7-day liver detox as a group. Then we're going to do the parasite candida cleanse as a group. And when you do it in my group or with me one-on-one, you will get a dosage that's specific to your body. My friend, Cindy Ray, she also works with me. She's a holistic healthcare practitioner, and she helps to do muscle testing to figure out what dosage is exactly what your body needs to do the job to kill off the parasites and candida. So if you meet with me one-on-one in private practice, or you are part of the group, you will get that special extra bonus treatment. Otherwise, in the book itself, there's a general guideline for the pine gum spirits of turpentine for the dosaging for that. So anyway, it's a little extra bonus. All right, so this week we've been talking, I've been sharing a lot about the 4 habits of fit, fabulous, and fierce women over 40. And then today I'm just going to expand on that, put it all together, and then talk a little bit more about advanced techniques to get enhanced fat loss as you age, right? Okay, so you got a lot of different strategies today. You've learned about long-term strategies that you can take with you long-term, obviously, that you can take with you for the rest of your life, right? So not just a diet, which is short-term, and not searching for a bunch of different diets all the time. But I'm going to teach you this week, I've been teaching this week and today, how to work with your body, not against it, so that you can get the best results and age healthfully as you can, right? So I'm really adamant about turning traditional norms of aging on its head and doing something different with this generation of women. So if you're that type of person, if you are ready to help me in this movement to start changing the way we look at aging, and like I said, flip it on its head, work with your body to be its best, and to help other women to realize that there's much more to life after 40, not to let yourself go because that's what your mom did or your grandma did, but that you can still live a fit, fabulous, and fierce life as you age for as long as you'd like. Okay. Of course, there's some things that come along with aging, maybe genetic, that are harder to get around, but doing the principles of this course will help you to get the most out of your overall well-being and health as you age. Okay, so some of you were here daily, which was amazing. Thank you for doing that. And you came to gain the transformation you're looking for. And some of you just came just to check it out and to see what I was all about. And I appreciate all of that. I think it's amazing. I think there's so much value in coming to learn what somebody is about and what they're offering, because there's so many different weight loss and fat loss programs out there. Everybody's preaching something different or something a little bit different, but the same at the same time. So it's really about your connection with me. If you're really enjoying my style, if you want to learn more from me, I did this myself. So this isn't just something that I teach and I preach. I live this out every day. So after I created the Sugar Detox book, we had an amazing first, group together that we did it together, and they did so well. And they were feeling so good at the end and they wanted more, but I didn't have time to write another book right away, a follow-up book. So I said, ladies, let's do this thing I've been trying. And the Lord laid on my heart one morning. So I asked him, I said, Lord, what are the next steps for these women? You gave me the Sugar Detox book. What do we do now? And so I was praying one morning and asking, and I just felt like I was recalling times when I had heard about fasting in church. Our pastor was talking about it in our Bible study, and then some Christian friends of mine were talking about it at our community pool one night. And I'm like, I don't really know. I'm an eating disorders recovery dietitian. I don't teach people how not to eat. I teach people how to be there, to live their best life, to eat regularly, and to heal their relationship with food in their body. And I thought, that's crazy. I'm not going to teach fasting, right? But I'm like, Lord, I'm open. If this is what you want me to do, I'm going to learn. So of course I dove into it, a whole load of research and medical research and scientific research that I found, and lots of people who are professionals in this area found so much information from, started practicing it myself, just testing it out, because I had that extra layer of body fat, probably around 43, 44. I was noticing no matter how much I worked out, no matter how clean I ate, no matter how mindful and intuitively I ate, the weight was sticking on a little bit more. So I had to learn how to navigate how to eat for somebody who is over 40, right? Just like every other stage of development in our life, from baby to toddler to child to teenager to young adult to older adult, we have different stages of life, and we need to honor our bodies and line up our nutrition with that age and stage of life. So 40, 50, 60, 70, it's going to be a little bit different depending on your hormonal profile, right? And your general health and your health goals. So I had done that. I started doing some fasting. It took about maybe 4 to 6 weeks, and I was really noticing that the extra layer of body fat that I saw on my legs and my butt was coming down. I was getting just as lean as I was in my 20s when I was not dealing with extra body fat, and was super excited to see that happen. So anyway, so I started doing that, and I asked my group, the sugar detox group, do you guys want to do this? Sorry, do you ladies want to do this? And they're like, yeah, let's go. So they were my test group for this course, and we haven't looked back since. It's been almost 5 rounds. We'll be starting the 5th round on September 9th. And it's been an amazing blessing. Not only are we seeing fat loss, but we started seeing so many other health benefits. We saw a lady who was having vision problems that started to heal, and it started to reverse. We saw lots of joint pain being decreased, women being able to work out again, and not having any knee pain, and being able to strength train without any knee pain, or just start bike riding again without any joint pain. Women who are struggling with low back pain, that was starting to disappear. What else did we have? Gut issues. Those were significantly going down. Bloating, that's a big one. Bloating was going down and getting their flat belly again. Energy. They felt so much better, so much younger, at least 10 years younger. What else? Sleeping. Quality of sleep was increasing. There's so many things. Just feeling confident overall that they can conquer things, because of when you start disciplining yourself with a fasting lifestyle, you start to realize that you can do bigger things because you can conquer the way you're eating. That moves into other areas of your life. So it's been such a powerful thing. And then also too, we're mainly a Christian group. You don't have to be a Christian to be in this group. Anyone's welcome. But praying together is so powerful. I pray for all of you who come into my life. I pray for the women who I meet with one-on-one, that they'll get the breakthrough that they're needing, and that God will meet them where they're at. And for the women in my course group, I pray for them on a regular basis, that God will give them double blessing for the amount of work that they're doing. But the thing is that you have to do the work in order to get the result. So if you're the type of woman who really is wanting it, who's really feeling inspired by what I'm sharing today, who really can connect with me, who can relate with me, with the information that I'm providing this week can resonate with you, it's really important that if you're feeling this way, to reach out to me. Don't hold back. Just send me a private message on Messenger. You can comment below. Yeah, I'm totally interested in participating. And I completely can see myself in this group. And right? Sometimes you'll know right away. And don't hold back. Go for it. This is your time. The days are going to go by anyway. The weeks are going to go by anyway with this fall. Might as well take time to do this for yourself and be a part of the amazing group that we have coming. I'm so excited about who God is going to bring for this round. And I'm excited to see the blessings that are going to be overflowing. Not just physically, but we talk about mindset too. So there's so much of a mindset shift, which also helps to release some of the physical symptoms that we have, right? So kind of went off track, but let's talk about that actually. Let's talk about mindset and hormone balance. So the bottom line is that body fat will move when you are in a state of peace. When you are stressed out, your body's going to hold on to body fat or accumulate it, right? So elevated cortisol, that stress hormone, triggers insulin, triggers blood sugar to store body fat. If you are high in the opposite hormone, oxytocin, the love hormone, you'll start to notice that weight easily falls off, right? So you've seen, or maybe have lived it out, where you're super stressed, or know somebody who's been super stressed and all of a sudden they're gaining weight and wondering why. There's also people who tend to lose weight. There's different nuances with that. So it's not everybody will gain weight, but majority of people do. Or if they're trying to lose weight and trying too hard to lose weight and stressing themselves out about it, it's very difficult to achieve weight loss when you're under stress. So in the course group, in my book, one-on-one sessions with me, we use mindset shifting as a foundation before we do anything else, before we do liver detoxing, actually while we're doing liver detoxing, but we have to set the foundation for your body to get it as healthy as possible so that when you do start diving into fasting and mostly keto, that or according to whatever your metabolic type is, you'll start getting the results immediately without having to feel like you have to wait or struggle or do the work and you're like, nothing's happening. So we have to teach you. You need to learn to readjust your mindset, retrain your brain. It takes time. It doesn't happen right away, but it takes time. And with God's help, it can be accelerated with prayer. So anyway. All right. So elevated cortisol leads to depletion of progesterone, leading to estrogen dominance and adrenal fatigue. So I'm sure a lot of you have heard of that. Adrenal fatigue is so common these days. And also insulin resistance or prediabetes is so common, especially for women who are in the menopausal years. Stress triggers fat deposition. There we go. Chronic fatigue, muscle and joint pain, and headaches. Same with excess carbs that are stored in your body. Those symptoms are very similar. Bloating, headaches, joint pain, just achy body overall, and fatigue is a sign of over-ingesting carbohydrates and carbohydrate storage. All right. So as you may or may not have heard, about 98% of disease conditions are caused by stress, which is a high percentage, right? But if you think about it, when you're under stress, your body's not doing well, right? Whether it's physical or mental, emotional stress, your body's not doing well. A lot of nurturing needs to happen. Sometimes we don't even nurture our bodies and it gets worse and worse and it leads to adrenal fatigue. So in my private practice, I'm very adamant, again, about working with women, and we talk about mindset from the start. Work on that first. I've been a dietitian and wellness coach for years. I used to work with eating disorders and disordered eating behavior, binge eating, bulimia, anorexia, and just chronic dieting. And it's not about the food. It's about the emotions that are triggering you to rely on food or to hold back from eating as an emotional crutch or a way to comfort yourself. So I'm recovered as well, and I know exactly what that's like. So I know the value and importance of working on mindset first. Even if that's not something you struggle with per se, we're still going to work on that too. All right. So your gut health is also affected by stress. Many diseases of gut inflammation are caused by chronic stress with little or no outlets with your stress. It leads to gut and abdominal pain, gas, bloating, inflammation, trouble eating and digesting foods, including constipation and diarrhea, a depleted immune system, lower levels of serotonin and oxytocin. That oxytocin and serotonin are those reward centers of your brain, including dopamine. So if you're not getting enough of that, you're going to be on the more depressed side. You're going to feel a little bit more hopeless, unfortunately. And connecting with people, having intimate, relatable conversations, meaningful conversations with people, getting a hug, getting comforted by somebody is something that most of us need. And when we're not getting that, we're very disconnected and stress is high and we tend to go to food for comfort. So it's important to, on a regular basis, connect with other people and have those meaningful conversations. Even petting your little pet, your animal, is super comforting. It elevates oxytocin. Holding a baby in your arms is oxytocin producing, which will help to relieve some stress. Exercise will produce that serotonin and dopamine, and you'll start to reduce your stress as well. So there's lots of ways to reduce stress, but it's a matter of having that outlet along with the stress that you have in your life. Also prayer, right? Giving it to God. Lord, I know this is hard right now. I have a lot of things on my mind. I'm uncertain about what's going to happen. I like to be in control. Lord, help me to allow you to be in control of the areas that I am not in control of. And Lord, that you would give me the best outcome. I say plus a cherry on top, plus bonuses, so that I can be at peace, right? So don't be afraid to pray that prayer. The Lord wants to give you the desires of your heart. So just want to share that. Okay. Some more tips for managing stress. So moving your body, exercising in the morning, limiting your caffeine intake, taking something called GABA. It's a neurotransmitter, GABA, helps to reduce your stress, keep you more level-headed. Magnesium glycinate, I really like for calming. And then meditate and exercise daily. So cortisol is high when you wake up in the morning. That's actually the hormone that wakes you up from sleep in the morning. So it's going to be high. So that's why it's best to exercise first thing in the morning, or go for a walk, or do whatever your workout is. Sometimes, like last summer, I like to go outside and do some squats outside in the backyard with my feet in the grass, grounding myself in the ground and calming myself down, doing some body weight squats. I would do about 50 body weight squats and then some push-ups and get my heart rate up. So I'm using up that morning cortisol. And then later in the morning, doing my regular workout. Okay, so I did have a client, Lindsay, who was struggling with abdominal pain last summer. And she came to me and she said she just needed a way out. She didn't know exactly what to do. She was overwhelmed with work and stress. And when she joined my program, literally less than a few weeks in, her gut pain was gone. She couldn't handle the stress. She could handle stress much better. And also she lost a few pounds along the way. So I remember one day she texted me, quote, I'm down 3 pounds and I'm down 3 pounds and it really isn't about the scale. Well, yes, maybe somewhat, but how I feel. And I feel really good. So when I got that, I was like, that's so exciting. Because I remember how much she poured her heart out to me just a few weeks before. And she was like, I'm in so much pain. I don't know what to do. I'm trying my best, but I have so much stress in my life. But just doing this for a few weeks totally transformed her life. And she was able to approach life in a new way, kind of reset her mind as well, which is really cool. So also remember too that, and she had this great affirmation about her life and about what was happening, but remember too that whatever you speak over yourself will determine how quickly you make change. So if you're speaking, in the past, I haven't lost weight before, I've done all the programs, but you have to realize that every opportunity is a new opportunity. You can't base this new opportunity and on what you did in the past. It's every day is a new day under the sun, right? That's what the Lord showed me a few months back. So when you're doing something new, you want to come in with a fresh new mindset, right? This is a new start, a new day. Every day is a new day. We have grace for each day, and take it as that. Creating that we talked about earlier, creating that vision for yourself. What is it that you want? And get after it. Don't just sit idly back and think, I'm just going to go through the steps and hope something happens. But no, when you're doing the work with me in the group or one-on-one, you will need to put the work in, hold your vision. I'm going to help you do that, and the group will as well, keep you accountable. And when you have that tight-knit community, when you have other people surrounding you and keeping you accountable, holding that vision, the likelihood of you achieving it is very high. So if you want to do this on your own, that's fine. But I'm a huge believer in the power of community and accountability. We as humans are designed for community. We're designed to help each other, right? So having that extra bonus is an extra superpower for all of us. Or just meeting with me one-on-one. If that's more your style, you'll still have me for accountability. So I hope that helps. So there was a scientific study done years ago by a Japanese physician, Masaru Emoto. And you might have heard this before, but he had water in petri dishes. He had a group of petri dishes where people spoke negative things into it. Oh, you're ugly. You're terrible. I can't trust you. You're never going to amount to anything. So on. Another petri dishes set of water where they're saying, oh, you're so beautiful. You can do anything. I believe in you. All these beautiful things. And then froze the petri dishes, looked under their microscope. The ones that were speaking horrible things over, they were like craggly and misshapen. They looked kind of scary, like spooky, and they didn't have any direction. And then the ones that were spoken beautifully to, they were beautiful crystals, just like snowflakes. So these beautiful, intricate crystals, all symmetrical and gorgeous. I'm getting chills thinking about it. But our bodies are mostly composed of water. So if we're speaking over our body, even just thinking, your body's listening, right? Your body's listening to what you're saying to yourself. So what outcome do you want? Speak to yourself what you want more of. And if it takes time, you might have to retrain your brain to do all of that too. So just keep that in mind. So I know, kind of switching gears, everyone right now is doing intermittent fasting. It's a thing. But I feel that so many people don't really know how to do it or even what they're doing. They're just kind of following along what their friends say or a YouTube random video that they saw. And a lot of people say it doesn't work for them because they're not doing it properly. They don't know how to pivot. They don't know how to adjust according to their body's needs. They complain about not feeling well, or they complain about every time I fast, I binge afterwards. And of course, that's kind of normal at first, which is fine. And we'll work together through that. Or if the hormones are off, it makes it more difficult to lose weight when they're trying to fast. If you're really stressed out, a lot of fasting isn't good for you because you're elevating cortisol and then holding on to body fat. So I'm going to help you get through those things to break through those barriers. Or they're just not fasting according to their cycle, their menstrual cycle, or fasting, eating foods, including foods that are going to elevate your hormones naturally, progesterone and estrogen, if they are low. So just know, though, that hunger, of course, is one of those things that's going to come and go. It's elusive. I'm sure a lot of you have been busy and have got caught up with work and realized, oh my gosh, I haven't eaten, but you're totally fine, right? So know that our bodies are designed for that, that people, technically can live up to a couple of weeks with the amount of body fat they have on their body, for their average weight. If somebody's actually a few months, actually, if somebody's obese, they can actually live up to an entire year just on their stored body fat for fuel. You might not be feeling great, especially if you're not conditioned for that, but it's possible. So our bodies are designed for that. But in this group, I'm going to teach you how to baby step into strengthening your fasting muscle so you can go a little bit longer and get not just body fat loss, but also reversing disease conditions, decreasing inflammation, increasing your immune system, and strengthening your body, reversing the aging process overall, and decreasing bloating, healing your gut. All these things come into play. All right. And if you're diabetic, or if you are type 2 diabetic, let me know. That's something we can work on together one-on-one. If you have any underlying health conditions, I would recommend meeting with me one-on-one first, and then seeing when the group is a good opportunity for you. All right. So I think I went over everything I wanted to go over. So I give you my testimonial about, I didn't tell you about this one before I go. So for years, I had struggled with stuttering. And I didn't realize this until like months into my fasting lifestyle, that I was speaking clearly. My brain clarity was like supercharged. I can recall things that I wasn't able to recall easily, like names and dates and specific names, specific dates, events, things like that. I couldn't remember the names of, or movie titles or things like that. But once I was able to get into ketosis, my brain clarity was clear. My speech was clear. My energy was so much more. And then, of course, I started losing weight, body fat over time. And it's been so amazing. So that's my personal testimony with that. Digestive issues that I may have had were going down. My energy was better. My sleep was incredible. So anyway, I just want to share all these testimonies with you because it's not just the women in my group, but I've been living this out as well. And I encourage you to join in. If you feel like this is something for you, don't hesitate. Reach out to me. Again, this is an 8-week course. If you want to know more information about this opportunity, I'm only taking 10 women right now for this course group. I like to keep it an intimate group so that we get really great connection. I can help each woman individually. So if you'd like to participate, we start September 9th with orientation. Registration is open today, Friday. Where are we? August 16th, Friday, August 16th. Today's registration is open. So if you're watching this recorded or live with me, register. You can reach out to me. You can comment on this video and say, yes, I want to know more. And we'll set up a 30-minute free nutrition consult, and I'll share with you more details of how this works. Again, it's an 8-week video course. We meet together as a group live on Zoom on Thursdays for a Q&A session with me, a support group for the course itself. We discuss the lesson videos. And then on Tuesdays, I do have a watch party available for anybody who wants to just get together and watch the videos together as a group. So nothing I've shared this week with you is theories or ideas. These are actual things that are happening to people and getting age reversing results. So like I said, I was right there with you. I do this course group along with you all. It's not just me coaching you, but it's me doing it with you at all. So you have two options right now. You can continue doing what you've been doing all along, or option 2 is you can fast track your results with me and my Ageless Body Blueprint group in September. It's a new season starting. Kids are back in school. Summer is over. You now have an opportunity to focus on yourself and your well-being. So Again, this group is specifically designed for women over 40 who want to live out that fit, fabulous, and fierce lifestyle as they age, naturally balance out hormones, reduce the bloating, reduce the joint pain, headaches, body fat, break through that plateau, but teaching you how to do that in this stage of life without feeling like you have to do a ton of research. But I've done the research for you. It's all ready to go. I'm excited to share with you, and I'm excited to have you be a part of this next round. Again, if you want to join me on one-on-one, I'm happy to do that too. And let me share with you pricing. Okay, so I'm taking 10 women who want to join us this round. So the course cost is $470 per month. If you want to do that, you can get started for only $470. The course value itself is $4,000, but you can get started with us at $470 per month for 4 months. Or if you just want to pay it up front, it's $1,800 to join us for these 10 weeks together. And then if you want to do another round, you can do an add-on for $300 later on. So I'm just going to kind of give it to you to do. So if you want to continue on, but you will have unlimited access to the course itself, to the course videos itself. And as the rounds come along, if you want to do an add-on later on, we can do that. So again, it is $470 for 4-month payments, or you can pay it all up front for a little bit less for $1,800. Again, it's worth $4,000. I calculated all again this morning to figure out my hourly rate times all the hours I put into it and the videos. So it's $4,000, but we're only doing it for $1,800 right now. So you want to catch it now because the price is going to continue going up in the new year. It's going to go up significantly. So if you want to join us and get in now, I would highly encourage you to do that. And you also have a payment option as well. We can also meet one-on-one. I do offer a package for one-on-one sessions. It's $1,500 for 8 sessions with me, including the 90-minute assessment session. So it's a 90-minute assessment session with 1-hour follow-up session, 7 of those after that. If you do want to meet with me one-on-one and purchase that package, you can also purchase the lesson videos for an additional $300 and have unlimited access to those videos for as long as they're available. And I think that's it. So I hope that this really spoke to you this week. I pray that you're blessed by this and that you've learned a ton. So thank you so much for being with me this week. And let me know if you want to join or want more info, and I will talk to you all soon. Have a great week.